back in the days when I started lifting weights, I used to think that the bigger you're going to be, the better you're going to look. But then when I started doing these cycles of leaning down and bulking back up again, I actually discovered that like being lean has significantly more benefits than you being big and bulked up. Because sure, if you're going to be bulked up, you're going to look bigger like when you're fully clothed during the winter time, and also maybe you're going to seem a little bit more jacked when you're going to be fully clothed. But then when the summertime is going to come by and you're going to start wearing stuff that is a little bit more revealing, not even talking about anything crazy, just like t-shirts and stuff, you're actually not going to look that good if you're going to be bulked up. So the thing that I would like to talk about today is the top 5 benefits that I've noticed since leaning down, because during the last couple of months I've actually lost like 20 pounds. And the first thing that I've noticed since leaning down is people are actually going to treat you differently if you're leaner. So for an example, like people in the office, see if you're working in an office space, like people are nicer to me since I'm leaner. And of course, being leaner is not going to make up for you having like shitty communication skills. So you're still going to have to be able to talk and you will still have to be a nice, reasonable person. But being lean definitely helps, because I feel like it by default indicates health. So people that are leaner are just generally perceived to be more healthy, and people are more interested in communicating with you, and people are nicer. And then also, like if you look at a completely hypothetical scenario, let's imagine a job interview. 2 people with exactly the same qualifications and skills are attending this interview, but one of them is lean and in shape, and the other one is completely out of shape. Which one is it that you're going to choose? And of course, if you're out of shape and if you're biased and if you're going to just by default lean towards bigger people because you're also bigger, then you might choose the person that is actually bigger. But mostly people that are going to just choose the person that seems more attractive and seems more interesting, they are going to go towards the person that is going to be leaner, because it's just generally going to be visually more appealing. The second reason, your skin is actually going to clear up when you're going to become leaner. So the thing that I notice quite often when I lean down is that my skin improves, specifically the skin on my face. And also you can even enhance it a little bit more. So for an example, now when I lean down, I also did this chemical peel. And then on top of it, I did a little bit of Botox. And the skin on my face has never been as clear as it is right now. So that has actually shown to have like very real benefits. And I'm also able to maintain it because I'm not really bulking up. I'm not drinking, I'm not eating junk food, so my skin doesn't really get bad again as long as I maintain a reasonably good skin cleaning routine. So that is also a very big benefit, because that's just going to generally make you more attractive. And people, once again, are just generally going to perceive you as a more healthy individual, because that also kind of like indicates health, like the condition your skin is in. Okay, the third reason, also your face structure is going to change. So have you seen like this new trend of looks maxers, like bone smashing and doing wacky shit like that? Turns out you actually don't really have to bone smash to improve your facial structure. You just need to lose weight, and your face by default is going to start getting this kind of like cheeks synced in, bones more visible kind of a look, which is mostly appealing to people. So your just facial structure is going to improve if you're going to lose weight, and that is actually like the top driving factor for your facial structure to improve, is just like you need to lose weight. So like if you have like a bubble moon face, that is most probably just because you're out of shape and maybe you're abusing some kind of like substances if you're lifting weights, and losing weight is actually just going to make your face structure look significantly better. Then the fourth reason is also you are going to move a little bit differently, and this one wasn't a very obvious one. I actually didn't really notice this one for a long period of time, but like when I'm big and when I'm bulking up, I'm constantly out of breath and I'm constantly kind of like walking like a fucking big ass, kind of like a giant person. So like I'm slouching and I'm not really walking properly and I'm not moving properly. But then when I lean down, first of all, I'm just like able to move better and I have more energy. And also I just kind of seem like more fluent when it comes to walking, and like more structured, and like you move a little bit more fluently. So this wasn't an obvious one, and it actually took me a while to notice this one, but this is like absolutely real, because like if you look at my posture and if you look at the way that I move and walk when I'm like bigger in comparison to when I'm leaner, like I actually move significantly better when I'm leaner. So this is also a very big aspect that I feel like is a little bit under-evaluated. And then the last but not least reason, actually the biggest reason why you should lose weight and why you should get a little bit leaner, is you're just generally going to be more healthy. Like so far up until this point, we only talked about like the visual benefits of it and kind of like the visual things that are going to signal to people that you're healthy, but you are just actually going to be more healthy if you're going to be leaner. Your heart is going to have an easier time. your joints are going to have an easier time, and you're just overall going to be a better, more functional human being. So yeah, this was always a mystery to me. Like, if you have a choice between being lean or being out of shape, and actually, like, as much as you don't want to admit that everyone has this choice, you are either going to be out of shape or you're going to be in shape. And both of these options are completely available to you, just depending on what is it that you're going to do. Why in the fuck would you choose being out of shape if you have the alternative of being good looking, being lean, and being healthy? And sure, it is going to take a little bit of discipline. You are going to have to put down the fucking donut, and you are going to have to watch what is it that you're eating. But in my mind, that's significantly fair trade if you actually get the benefits of like being lean and looking like a good functional human being. So yeah, that is the video for today. This is the thing that I wanted to talk about because this is the thing that I've noticed since I've lost the 20 pounds during the last couple of months. And yeah, lean down, get lean for the summer, look good for the summer. See you guys in the next video.